Since April Fool's Day is fast approaching, what have been some of your best April Fool's pranks? There are 4 doors to our building and my co-worker put a sign on each one that says door broken, use other door with an arrow pointing left. Your co-worker's going places, namely circle. Here's how I convinced a friend his house was haunted. Rain-X is the stuff you put on your windshield to keep it from fogging up. Instead, use it to write on your friend's bathroom mirror various haunting phrases. They go into the bathroom, lock the door, get in the shower, and come out to find someone has seemingly written on their bathroom mirror while they thought they were alone. Get out, help me, something more personal, or whatever you like. Every time you want to change the message, just use some dish soap and then glass cleaner. So you go to Goodwill and you buy a bunch of those random figurines in the housewares department. Then every time you're at a friend's house you leave them a figurine in a weird place. Medicine cabinet, behind the couch, under a pillow, etc. Get some mutual friends to do the same if you can trust them not to rat you out. See how long it takes for them to tell you that they keep finding figurines. My friend went on for months until one day I opened the cabinet under the sink and there they all were, so I was like, are we gonna talk about this? And he just went, they just keep appearing out of nowhere. I've been sending a picture of a creepy clown to a buddy via text from a Google Voice number for 4 months now, occasionally with a line like, do you wanna hear a joke? Why aren't you home right now when I know he's at the bar? He's asked every one of our friends if it's them other than me and he now shouts at the bar, oh great, my effing creepy clown is texting Emmy again anytime he gets the texts. I've now purchased a handful of items from Amazon like a clown nose, similar wig, makeup kit, and his roommates are going to leave them laying around the house where he sits on the couch or in the shared bathroom. Ultimately on the 1st of April we will be hanging a clown mask in his garage where they hang out after hours after the bar, and we will reveal that it was me doing this. He's either going to be in tears laughing or will surely murder me. Completely worth it when I see him freak out from time to time. This is more of one day off situation, but it's too good not to share. At my work we clock in by punching in our employee number. Last year one of my co-workers placed a sign on the time clock that read, the time clock has been updated for voice activation. Please state your full name followed by clocking in out. All day I just heard people yelling at the time clock trying to clock in. It was incredible. My manager was in on it too, so no one was made late because of it. Just good clean fun. I work with a group of 6 guys. I plan on separately swearing each of them to secrecy, then revealing that one of their co-workers is planning a wicked April Fool's Day gag on them and that we should work to plan an even better one against this schemer. If I do it right, I'll have my co-workers conniving to destroy one another and sit back and watch it all unfold, as long as they don't catch on. Edit. Thank you for the gold. Let me also add that I'm a good sport and fully expect to fail at this. However, the epic win that would come from this actually working is a story I'll be able to tell forever. If anyone knows this MASH episode, I'd love to see it. Maybe I can get a pointer or 2. Lastly, I can't start too early or they'll figure it out for sure. I'm thinking 2 weeks might be ideal to start stirring up trouble. Leave an old keyboard on your desk, with the wire pushed down behind your desk. If anyone asks, tell them it wasn't working, so you had yours replaced, but that support will be by to pick it up. On the 1st of April, plug it into the computer in the cube beside you. When your coworker arrives, do random things, hold down the shift key while they type in their password. Lock their screen if they look away for just a moment. Hit caps lock while they're typing an email. I managed to do this to a coworker for 4 days before he started losing his itch and pulled out all the wires from his PC except power and network. It was hysterical. It's my birthday and I've never been pranked on the 1st of April. However, I did prank my 8th grade teacher and got into a lot of trouble. He was this annoying, too cool for his job type, said he knew the police banned not uniforms. Anyhow, he would always walk around and around the classroom pontificating on whatever, and when he'd pass by his desk he would always step in his trash can to crush the papers. Suo. I filled the trash can 0.75 with water and topped it off with scrunched up paper. Worked beautifully and I spent the rest of the day on the hallway waiting to be told if I was suspended or not. The 1st of April Fool's Day I got a text from a wrong number. It happens, but he was nice so we kept talking from time to time. His name was Jeff. Talked about video games, music. I feel like I made a really great friend. I told all my friends about it. Lasted a few weeks then stopped. Fast forward to the following April Fools and Jeff texted me. I was like, oh shit, what's up man? We texted a bit when finally my friends broke down and said, dude, Jeff has been us the whole time. We just forgot to tell you last year. Edit. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed this. Def take the idea and roll with it. To answer a few questions, this was like 10 years ago. I think he opened up with something like congrats on the wedding. Bro, I notified him he had the wrong number but he kept the conversation going somehow and I went along with it, enjoying every minute. The number was not an area code I recognized, but later learned my friends generated a fake number using some kind of software. I was kind of miffed at first but in the end thought it was hilarious. To this day I still miss Jeff and hope he's living a happy, non-existent life. My roommate would get up and steal the shower as soon as he heard my alarm go off. 6 weeks later, I had him waking up to shower at 4:30. I would just turn off my Pavlovian alarm and go back to sleep for another 3 hours waiting for the real alarm. I apologized to my son when he was very young for dropping him. I told him if I hadn't dropped him he'd have a normal butt. His wouldn't have a crack in it and he'd be like everyone else. I even got him ice cream and made it very sincere. When I was little, my babysitter gave me a coconut, wrapped up in a towel. I had to keep it warm because a monkey was going to hatch from it in about 1 week or 2. Man, I hauled that damn thing everywhere. Thanks for the laugh. I put an ad on Craigslist in New York City looking for a Wookiee impersonation for a film I was making but I listed my friend's phone number. In the instructions I wrote if I answer just make the noise and hang up. It'll call you back if it's good enough. If you get my voicemail follow the same procedure. Long story short I forgot about it for 3 months and one day I was out getting wings with him when he received a call. He slammed his phone down pissed. I asked what was wrong and he proceeded to tell me about how he has been getting weird phone calls and people just making noises and hanging up. I couldn't stop laughing and finally let him know why and he was not as amused. Edit. I did not come up with this joke. Sorry I did not make that clear. Something inspired me but I can't remember what. It is still a good joke. Every faucet has a shut-off valve for the hot and cold supply lines. With these you can adjust the flow of water. 45 days is a long time, so you'll have to go millimeter by millimeter if you start now. Start slowly decreasing the water pressure to all of your sinks. On April Fool's Day set them all back to full blast and they'll be like wow, this is a very strong flow of water. The way you phrased, wow, this is a very strong flow of water makes it sound like the most anticlimactic prank ever and I'm cracking up. At my old job, a co-worker of mine would take safety glasses from the lab and hang them on her cubicle. She would often forget to take them back so she'd have anywhere between 3 to 5 pairs on her station at once. I made it a habit to take an extra 2 pairs from the lab and leave them hanging at her station when she wasn't there. After 4 months her entire cubicle was lined with about 60 pairs and she thought she was going insane because no matter how many times she took an extra pair back, the number would grow. My brother and I cooked this up several years ago, when he was in high school and I was in my first year of college, still living at home. It was so good it got written up in the paper. Warning though, it's not very PC. 2 months out I periodically ask my mom, have you seen my pink bra? Did it get mixed in with your laundry? Or mom, did you borrow my new blush? I can't find it, and so on. By the evening of the 1st of April brother and I had assembled said bra, makeup, glamour magazines, how to look your feminine best etc. in a shoebox, under his bed. Showtime. Brother is sitting at the kitchen table while mom and I are watching TV. He asks, can someone grab my algebra book upstairs? I have a test tomorrow. Just as we expected. Mom says, Jen, go get his book for him. So I go, and I take a little too long. I come down, give him his book, and signal to mom to come upstairs with me. I show her the box. I almost tripped over it. And look, damn it, there's my blush. My bra. Mom stares at it, total silence. She goes white. Then she steps out of the room to go downstairs. And this is the best part. I say, Mom, I'm a psych major, and I don't think you should just. And she wheels around, looks at me, and screams, I don't give a ish what you're studying in school. I about lost it right there, trying not to laugh. She sits with my brother at the table, and he's been waiting for her. She tries to get him to tell her if anything's wrong. He plays dumb. Finally, she can't take it anymore, and says, do you have a fetish? Exclamation point, and he starts the Meryl Streep cry of all cries. She is about to lose her mind, so I come in and we both yell April Fools. She didn't talk to us for 3 days. Same as I do the rest of the year. Turn up at work and try to convince people I'm competent and hardworking. It's going to be hilarious when they eventually find out I'm neither. Thank you for watching. Comment some of your favorite pranks and subscribe for more daily Reddit content.